So in this video, we are going to understand what is positive statements and what are normative statements. So in economics, positive statements are mentioned as positive analysis, and normative statement is shown as normative analysis. So why are these analyses or these statements are used, and how are these used? Okay, so as we are aware that in the economic situations there are a lot of economic circumstances and the problems which are created due to various economic decisions. Now to solve those economic problems, economists frequently differentiate between the analysis, which is they analyze the particular problem or a situation in two different ways to find the solutions accordingly. So what economists do is that they make a positive analysis and they make a normative analysis of the solutions for the single problem. So now let us move forward by understanding what are these two terms and what does it mean. Positive statement or a positive analysis is basically a objective statement. An objective statement means the statement or the analysis which is based on the real situation, or which is unbiased, which is not an opinion, but it is a fact which can be proven, which can be tested, and which can be verified. Okay, for example, if not let's just hide this kind of example. So for example, positive statements, we can take an example as if we read the articles about the inflation rate, that the inflation rate is this much percent. It's a fact. Okay, the actual inflation rate of the India or any other country can be calculated, can be verified, and can be proved by multiple theories, right? So that is the factual state, that is the positive statement or factual and objective statement, that is. Okay, and if there also if for example there is an article about the unemployment rate, increase in unemployment rate amid this COVID-19 pandemic, it is a fact and it can be tested, verified, and can be proven with multiple calculations and theories, etc. So now the statements, positive statements that is unbiased, impartial, and factual, which is based on the real life examples, can be considered as can also be a false statement. That means false statements which can be proven. For example, if somebody says that the inflation rate is, for example, 5%, but it is wrong. Okay, it is wrong. After calculating all of these things, the economist says no, the inflation rate currently it's 5%. Inflation rate is currently not 5%, but it is 7.5%. So the person who is saying, or the article which states that the inflation is just 5% with the but through calculation and through testable verification, it has proven wrong, and the correct statement is 7.5%. But here we can say that this statement here, it's still a positive statement, even if it is false, even if it does not tells us that it is a fact, it does not tells us that this information is right, but it's a fact which can be testable, which can be verifiable, and which can be proven. Okay, so the false statements are also considered to be a positive statement. So even if that the fact is false, and after that particular factual statement, if we make a calculation or relate it with the theory of any of the economic model, we get to know that this statement is not true. Still that statement is a positive statement. Still that statement can be considered to be a positive statement. Now moving on to the normative statement. Normative statement are basically subjective, consist of the element of subjectivity. That means these statements are subjective. It can be anyone's judgment, anyone's opinions, point of views, how different people view the same problem in a different ways. So it comes under a normative statement. So normative statement is just a opinion on any of the economic problem. It does not tells you, or it does not it can't be verifiable, or it cannot be proven. For example, we can take how journalists work. They give us few of the point of views. They give a few of the examples about the current situation which is happening, or why it should have been why is it happening, or how the government could have stopped any kind of activity or any kind of a cause which is affecting. It is an opinion of a journalist. It is an opinion of that media company. So those statements comes under normative statement. So let's just get more example about the normative statement, and take the real situation here, that the current situation where the farmer protest which is going on because of the government's 3 ordinances which was passed. So when farmers get to know about these ordinances, they started protesting. Now the journalist is telling us that government shouldn't have done this and should have done that. Every media people, every journalist has a different opinion about it. So their statements, their news, the headlines, everything is normative. They are saying they should have done, they might have done this. All these things comes under the normative statement. And to make any kind of decisions, or to differentiate between the positive statement and the normative statement, is very essential to solve the problems, be it in a management company or be it in government or any kind of a firm. It is necessary to be to understand the distinguish between positive statement and a normative statement. Here I have also given the example about the same farmer protest I am considering over here, that the example of the positive statement. Example of the positive statement: the government has come up with 3 ordinances related to agriculture. We are aware that government has come up with 3 ordinances in APMC Act, okay, which APMC Act 1965. Okay, so it is a fact. Yes, government has come up with that fact. Government has passed 3 ordinances related to agriculture. It is a fact which can be proven through various theories, which can be proven by the laws and regulations, etc. It is a fact. And now taking up the example of the normative statement. Normative statement, here the example, if considering the same farmers protest, my opinion is that government should make MSP, which is the minimum support price given to the farmers, must be applicable inside APMC Mandi as well as outside APMC Mandi. So this is the normative statement of mine. It is my opinion. Okay, to resolve the farmers protest, this is my opinion. So this statement is normative statement, or I have the normative analysis. I have analyzed the farmers protest in a normative form, in a normative analysis. Okay, but moving forward, we will understand while reading or while understanding few of the statements, the statements which we come across. At some point, it would be difficult to differentiate between positive statement and normative statement, because the normative statements can be disguised as positive statements. That means normative statements can be covered or can be considered as a normative statement, or can be transformed into a positive statements and conveyed it to us. How does this happen? Let's understand with an example. Let's take the same example over here, that the government should make MSP, minimum support price, applicable inside APMC Mandi as well as outside APMC Mandi. Now, now making this statement a positive statement, how will I make? So now I have to understand that to make this statement a positive statement, there has to be some factual information, there has to be some fact I have to tell in my positive statement. Okay, so now normative statement is this. Positive statement I will be saying is that making MSP applicable inside and outside of the APMC mandi to farmers, it will increase the number of farmers who are viable to avail MSP. Now this particular statement is a fact because in APMC mandi there are only 6% of the farmers who are viable, who are eligible for the MSP, because according to the APMC guideline, farmer has to come to the APMC mandi to sell his produced to avail the facility of MSP service, minimum support price service, which is given by the government. But if the farmer is selling those produced outside the mandi, he will not be eligible, he won't be viable to avail minimum support price service. Okay, so this is it. This is how we will understand. We have to practice more to understand the difference between the positive statement as well as a normative statement. So, and it is very beneficial if you want to be an economist in future and want to solve the Indian economic problems. So this is how you have to make the decision making, through analyzing the positive statements, the facts, and on analyzing the normative statements. Now to solve the economic problems, a positive statement is more convenient because it can break down the statement or a problem into causes and effects by using various calculations, theories, data, and evidences. So an economist who practices positive economics is able to analyze the effects in greater detail by breaking them down into positive and verifiable statement. So, to know the in-depth of the economic issue or the economic problems, the positive analysis or the positive statement can be used to understand the economic situation thoroughly and how it started and what can be the solutions for the same. By breaking that particular problem or a situation, we can bifurcate it and understand it. What are the data evidences through factual basis, through analyzing the facts. So from where can we analyze the facts or where can we collect the data? So data can come from any of the news reports, articles, etc. So it can be helpful to solve the economic problems. Now any analysis, to understand what kind of analysis it is important, because in the positive economics, in the positive analysis, beg a pardon, in a positive analysis it is necessary to go through the data, to collect the data, to understand the statistical situation, news reports, articles, etc. But any of the analysis that involves the an element of subjectivity, because in any of analyzing any of the such situation, there is always some kind of a subjectivity involved, because even what to analyze and how to analyze is often depends upon the subjective view of an analyst regarding what is and what is not important. Because when an economist breaks down that positive analysis in various other causes and effects, now the economist will think what is more important, what is more priority, to resolve that economic problem. So to decide what is a priority or what is not, while analyzing the economic statement or the economic situation, his views are subjective. Okay, his views are subjective because it can differ from economist to economist or a financial analyst to analyst, that how he approaches that particular solution or a situation. So whenever there is the analyzation of any of the statement or a data, it involves certain amount or certain element of subjectivity.